I can't stress how high percent is. This is crazy. All-time high followed by all-time high. London is the UK's wealthiest city, yet 2.2 million Londoners live in poverty. Why is that?
You don't get much for £1 these days, and households are the ones feeling the pain.
It's just everything you look at's gone up.
Very dear. Everything going up.
Everything. It's frightening.
We have to watch what we spend. If we haven't got any money, we've got to do without.
We've had to walk away from buying stock because it's too dear.
Any sort of rise in prices is going to affect many people. So I think it's all about how much you're earning, how much you're spending, and how much you're controlling your spending.
As of May 2024, London has 227,000 millionaires, which is 1 in 44 Londoners. This makes London the 5th wealthiest city in the world, known for its financial and business sectors, which attract many high-earning professionals. Since 2014, poverty rates in London have been higher than the national average, with 2.2 million residents living in poverty. And this is especially concerning for residents of London, where living expenses are much higher than in the rest of the country. London also ranks as one of the UK's least affordable cities. Given the high cost of living in London, some residents earning an average income of 50k are left only with 20k in disposable income once they take out their rent and food and their expenses. With monthly rents averaging £2,100, it's clear that a significant portion of their earnings goes towards securing accommodation in this expensive city. In central London, it's going to be much more than that. But it's not just rents that are crushing Londoners, or expensive food shopping, or even the relatively high taxes. There's actually something else that's really concerning. It's a lot more serious than you think. This is a bank. Now don't get me wrong, I really appreciate the idea of a current and a savings account, as I can set aside some money for a rainy day. And you need that for day-to-day banking. But banks would be thrilled if you opened both of these accounts. But what they really want you to do is sign up for a different kind of account altogether. Yes, you got it. It's that type of account that helps you buy now and pay later.
What seems to be happening is that lenders are willing to make credit cheaper and expand the supply of it into new areas. And that's why it's an amber warning light for us.
With a cost of living crisis, debt is booming. Business too for the firms cashing in on the finances of the most vulnerable.
According to Equifax, Londoners have an average balance of just under 10 grand on their cards and average APR of 23%, which means a monthly minimum payment of around £200. And that's on top of all the other bills you've got to pay for. So, how did this happen?
The Bank of England has just raised interest rates to its highest level in 15 years.
It's our job to get it all the way down to the 2% target and have it stay there. And this is why today we've increased bank rate by 0.25 percentage points to 4.5%. Today, we've raised interest rates to 5%, increased bank rate by 0.25 percentage points to 5.25%. Low and stable inflation is the foundation of a healthy economy. High inflation hurts the least well off the most.
Now, I know there is debt everywhere, but why is there such high levels of credit card debt in London and not so much in other cities in the UK? Many people are relying more on credit cards to pay for things they want now, even though they haven't necessarily got the funds. Even if you usually shop wisely, the prices of nearly everything in the shops are currently on the rise, and you might not even realise it week to week. How does it come about that the UK and Londoners are feeling more pressure than ever to use credit cards to prop up their lifestyle? Well, look over there. For the average London apartment, that's 24 grand a year in rent. And on top of that, the price of the car is way up. So, if your flat, car, clothes and food cost more, you have less spending power, right? Unfortunately, credit cards are how some people are finding a way out of that temporary hole. But one of the main things affecting credit card debt is something that all of us know about, but very few of us connect to being a massive part of this big problem. check out this building right behind me. So this is the Bank of England. They're the ones pulling the strings of the UK's money supply and interest rates. I guess that's why they've got those bars on the window and serious security out front. As we mentioned earlier in the video, the Bank of England has recently been increasing interest rates time after time after time, which has caused concern for many, which has increased mortgages and credit card debt. And if you've got an unpaid balance on your credit card, that balance earns interest too. And if you don't pay that balance off, that interest that's earned on it gets added to it too. This is how these things snowball out of control. Compounded interest. You end up getting yourself into trouble and into massive debts that are completely unaffordable. And how the minimum payments go from something that was once not a big deal to something you're like, wait, how am I going to pay for this? Suddenly, the minimum payments are as high as the balance used to be. Which is why you should always pay your credit card off every single month and never carry forward a balance. Because, think of it like this, if every Londoner stopped using their credit cards all at once, even if they stopped everyone using their cards, the balances would still go up because the interest gets added to the balance every single month. And because the Bank of England has been raising the rates constantly, as of June 6, 2024, Moneyfact reported that the average credit card purchase APR in the UK was a staggering 31.8%. This is an all-time high, which is crazy. I can't stress how high 31.8% is. This is crazy. All-time high followed by all-time high.
And then less people come. No, more people are coming. We've already heard stories about finding people, you know.
So people, try not to build up debts. When you do, try and pay them down. Don't let this get out of control. But also remember, it's not your fault. You are not the Bank of England. You don't print the money supply and you don't control the interest rates. So it's not all your fault. However guys, this is just what I think. Tell me what you think in the comments.
Thanks for watching.